For decades, the beaches of Malibu have beckoned people from all walks of life and from all over the world. A triathlon takes more preparation and demands more commitment than most endeavors, but ultimately, each person's passion provides the optimal fuel. Morning in Malibu. To some, that means a cup of coffee and a check on the news, but to the nearly 6,000 competitors that have gathered by the Pacific Ocean, it means much more. For the 27th year, the Nautica Malibu Triathlon presented by Equinox is calling the beautiful Southern California coastline of Zuma Beach home. Whether you're a pro triathlete, a weekend warrior from the entertainment and corporate worlds, or one of the many celebrities in attendance, the goals are the same. Raise money for a great cause, test yourself, and mostly, have some fun, even if it is earlier than some competitors may be used to.
I was very tired about 20 minutes ago, and now I'm only moderately tired. And I feel like I might be fully awake by the time we get in the water.
I'm feeling good. Feeling like I won't eat the pavement on my bike this year. We'll see.
It's hectic. It's very hectic. This is the biggest I think this race has ever been as far as I'm concerned, but I don't know.
Sick to my stomach, a little nervous like always. And then you get out there and it's okay.
Eric and I kind of started a little rivalry last year. He beat me in the end and got me on the run. But we're both just doing the relay this year. We kind of wimped out a little bit, but we'll be back next year.
Woo! Jillian Michaels, where is she? Where's Jillian Michaels? Where you at? She's the biggest loser.
I can't do it without music.
Sweating. You realize I'm already sweating and I haven't even started the race. That's just setting up the bike.
I think that's right. I don't know.
The fact that there's this many people out here doing this race for the Children's Hospital is pretty incredible.
Well, it's an amazing hospital, and this is a huge event for them. It raises a lot of money. I've raised like $6.3 million over the years, and they're hoping to raise another $1 million this year and keep on, doing good for the hospital and the kids.
I'm going to try and be a part of this event as long as I can be.
With over $1 million raised for CHLA last year, the goal is to top that while helping even more kids see more sunny days. Before the competitors attack the first leg of the triathlon, Brett Michaels fires everyone up.
Thank you very much. I want to thank Rose Children's Hospital, Nautica, Equinox. Thank you for listening to me this morning, and God bless you. Have a great day. Awesome race. Thank you very much.
With the pre-race festivities out of the way, it's time to stretch the legs, elevate the heart rate, and flush the jitters out of the body. As the mass of competitors make their way down the beach, the pro elites have already taken their place at the starting line, anxiously awaiting the sound of the cannon to signify the beginning of their Malibu March.
We're coming up on 15 seconds right now. All right, this is the Nautica Malibu Triathlon presented by Equinox. Are you set?
Wasting no time, the pros sprint down the beach and into the Pacific Ocean, where the first splashes of cool ocean water may take their breath away, but that's short-lived as the pros quickly find their stride, doing their best dolphin impressions as they make their way into the Pacific. As the pros begin their journey, the celebrity and challenge athletes are waiting back on land, eager to get their races started. And for a few of them, the challenge ahead is not being taken lightly.
A little nervous. It's only the second time I've done something like this, so hopefully I'm ready. Hopefully I don't let my team down.
Regretting every moment of my life up to now. We'll see how it goes.
As a longtime veteran of this event, John, I'm sure you'll do fine. With anticipation building, the countdown begins. And into the water they go. Fear left on the sand, and only the thought of pushing forward in the front of their minds. With the first leg of the triathlon now underway, let's take a look at this year's classic distance course. The competitors start things off with a half-mile swim in the Pacific Ocean, heading north of Zuma Beach, where they get out of the water and head out on a gorgeous 18-mile bike ride along the Pacific Coast Highway, before wrapping things up with a 4-mile run, heading down to Point Doom and back by the beach and into the finish. Top pros will lead the way with times in the 1 hour and 20-minute range. Leading the way right now is pro Evan Kraus, while the celebrity and challenged athletes chase down the rest of the pros. When we come back, we'll shift into high gear as the bike leg gets underway. This event is brought to you by Nautica. Shop nautica.com today. By Equinox, it's not fitness, it's life. By Men's Health, tons of useful stuff. And by The New Mitch by Paul Mitchell. Style isn't born, it's groomed.
Everyone comes together to do what we love.
I spend every day on the water.
It's dramatic and it's rugged. I think it's going to be really cool.
The moments that I have in the ocean, they're my favorite moments in my life.
My hair definitely makes me who I am. It helps me stand out. One of my biggest fears is looking like everybody else. The way I play volleyball, you'd see me right off the back. The long locks flowing. You see the jungle man swinging everywhere. Sand flying. Unbridled aggression. Pure energy. No holding back. Just pure passion. They'll say you're not good enough. You're not big enough. You're not strong enough. But what I've learned is you can never measure heart.
Welcome back to the 27th Nautica Malibu Triathlon, presented by Equinox. With the sun stopping by Malibu to say hello, the waves of the Pacific Ocean caress the coastline of Zuma Beach as the first pros make their way out of the water. While the celeb and challenged athletes hit the home stretch to land. Last year's pro runner-up Evan Kraus is the first athlete to trade his swim cap for his bike helmet. But Malibu High junior Alec Wilimovsky shows no fear getting on the road first, with Kraus in hot pursuit.
They should be right coming in the north end of that transition area.
As the pros hit the pavement, the first celebrity athletes start to emerge from the surf, ending their half-mile swim before the short run up the sand and into the transition area, where cancer survivor Laurel Wassner leads the way for the pro elite women. Each year, Paul Mitchell chooses one athlete to receive the Paul Mitchell Spirit Award, and this year's recipient, Mark Zambon, has certainly earned that honor.
My name is Mark Zambon. I'm a staff sergeant, explosive ordnance disposal technician in the U.S. Marine Corps. I've been blown up 5 times actually in combat, but the first 3 were in vehicles. Then the 4th time, I was working the improvised detonator from an improvised explosive device. It detonated in my left hand, and Took off like the distal joint of 3 fingers on my left hand. Got back to full duty after medical staff cleared me after 5 weeks. I was attacked by a pressure-initiated device, meaning like you step on it basically, and that's what caused it to detonate. 10 pounds of homemade explosive detonated under my feet and took off my legs. And there, came back to the States. This injury was going to define my life, or I was going to take that other path, and I didn't know what it was, or even if there was a light at the end of the tunnel, but I was going to live my life and not let that injury define me. I believe the Paul Mitchell Spirit Award embodies folks that have, recognized that life throws us all challenges and curveballs. I was very excited when I heard about the nomination, and very, very proud to be in receipt of it.
After what Mark's been through, it's his attitude that everyone should be inspired by.
Talk about a workout, huh?
Evan Krause seems to be working out the kinks as he has a commanding lead so far, while James Marsden finally gets his chance to saddle up and get his relay team in the hunt. As the office's Paul Lieberstein punches in for his shift, Suburgatory's Jeremy Sisto tries to take a shortcut to the Pacific Coast Highway. But Jeremy, no pedals until you're out of the transition area.
Thank you. I know that.
Of course you do. Surfing legend Sonny Garcia makes his way down the carpet to pass the torch to Olympic cyclist Levi Leipheimer. And the Hawaiian native found out riding these waves isn't the same as dropping in on pipeline.
I'm not used to swimming in the suit, and the cold water made it a little hard to breathe, so the beginning part, I thought, seriously, I thought I was going to drown. And then once I got around the first buoy, I kind of found a good pace and made some good time on the way back down, but it's definitely a lot harder than I thought.
Welcome to the world of triathlon, Sonny, a world John Cryer has become familiar with over the years, while the new girl's Max Greenfield is no longer the new guy in his second Malibu Tri. Hey, John, over here. There we go. With over $6 million raised over the years, the Children's Hospital Los Angeles is really the biggest winner, while the biggest losers, Jillian Michaels, sheds her wetsuit for bike shoes, and Suburgatory's Alan Tudyk begins the toughest part of his race.
Hammy. This is actually what you're witnessing is the hardest part of the run for me, stretching.
As Alan warms up for his upcoming 4-mile run, other relay racers eagerly await their turn to get on the move. Don't go anywhere, as the Nautica Malibu Triathlon presented by Equinox continues when we come back.
Everyone comes together to do what we love.
I spend every day on the water.
It's dramatic and it's rugged. I think it's going to be really cool.
The moments that I have in the ocean, they're my favorite moments in my life.
My hair definitely makes me who I am. It helps me stand out. One of my biggest fears is looking like everybody else. The way I play volleyball, you'd see me right off the bat. The long locks flowing, you see the jungle man swinging everywhere, sand flying, unbridled aggression, pure energy, no holding back, just pure passion. They'll say you're not good enough, you're not big enough, you're not strong enough. But what I've learned is you can never measure heart.
Welcome back to the 27th annual Nautica Malibu Triathlon presented by Equinox, where one day earlier, the Herbalife International Distance Race was held. Featuring a longer 1.5-kilometer swim, a 40-kilometer bike ride, and a 10-kilometer run, the International Distance Race challenges those athletes looking for a little tougher test, as well as those pros who may be getting ready for the ultimate test, the Hawaiian Ironman. Like two-time Ironman world champion Chris Macca McCormick, who took the early lead, kept the hammer down, and enjoyed his run to the finish. Great job, Macca.
This race just keeps getting bigger and bigger and better and better. I think I first won here in 2000, and you know, it was a relatively small event. I turned up again this year, and just gets bigger and bigger and more active. 5,500 people. If you haven't raced this race, you're insane. This is, in my opinion, the best event in California.
As the number of entrants grows each year, support for the healthy lifestyle grows as well. And there's no better partner on that journey than Herbalife.
Well, at Herbalife, what we want to do is help people live a fit life, a healthy, active lifestyle. You can't be fit by just good diet. You have to be active. You've got to get out. You've got to have good nutrition. You've got to be in motion. You've got to have some type of activity in your life. And we've embraced endurance sports around our sports line, our Herbalife 24 line. We have a culture in the company around healthy, active lifestyle that's deep. Well, we've been involved with Malibu for 10 years, and this was the first sponsorship Herbalife had ever done in the sporting arena. Everybody's involved in the fundraising, and that's what ties the group together, because I did something good today. You know, I enhanced my health, hopefully, today, but I enhanced the health of the community today, and that's what makes this so powerful.
We missed you this year, Michael, but we'll save a spot for you next year. Evan Krause continues to lead the pros while John Cryer motors his way along the Pacific Coast Highway in hot pursuit of Paul Lieberstein, who seems to have found a higher gear than former office mate David Denman.
It's a big old hill. It's me every time.
As Denman looks for the other side of that hill, the bustle of activity continues as Krause swaps pedals for sneakers and kicks off the run.
Here comes our #1 pro elite athlete.
While Colin Egglesfield races back up the piece, CH. James Marsden keeps the pedal to the metal, and Jillian Michaels says hello to a friend.
Sanjay Gupta convinced me to do this, and he's now very unfortunately in Syria. So Dr. Gupta, this one's for you. Get home safe.
And Pirates of the Caribbean's Greg Ellis reminds us why he's racing.
Beautiful. It's great to be out supporting Children's Hospital LA. Suffering a little bit, but raising some money. Thank you, Equinox, and everyone involved with the Malibu Tri, especially Nautica. Oh, here we go. Here's the pros. Look at its speed.
Is John Cryer up ahead? Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch him. Like, I'm real close, right? Right. Perfect. Feel strong. Really good.
This just in, Patrick. Cryer's got his race face on while Max Greenfield races for home. And the race to save children from life-threatening illnesses is one that Mark Feuerstein takes seriously. And with the help of Children's Hospital LA, this is a race that we are winning every day.
My name is Gerald Simons of Lakewood, California, and I'm a former patient here at Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. I was born 6 weeks early. The doctors realized, obviously, that something was amiss. At 3 days old, I was transferred up here to Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, where they realized that I had tracheoesophageal fistula, which is a fairly common birth defect. I was actually in the hospital here for the first 3 months. So yeah, at the time I was 50-50 or a little bit less of whether or not I was actually going to make it. But without the folks here and the doctors and the staff, like I said, it could have been a completely different outcome. Like I said, this is quite a bit different now than it was, even like I said, even when it started. But it's still, like I said, all the way along from 1900 to now, it's just such a great facility. I would have been right in this area, at the top end of this one in 1969. The front of the hospital would have looked exactly like this during my visitations up here.
Yeah, well, I think the money raised by, like the triathlon is really critical in allowing to really fulfill our entire research mission. It's only through, philanthropic support and money from the triathlon then we really can conduct, test or discovery in patient and deliver to the patient, the benefit of our research.
The home stretch is in sight as the Nautica Malibu Triathlon presented by Equinox marches towards the finish line.
Everyone comes together to do what we love.
I spend every day on the water.
It's dramatic and it's rugged. I think it's going to be really cool.
The moments that I have in the ocean, they're my favorite moments in my life.
My hair definitely makes me who I am. It helps me stand out. One of my biggest fears is looking like everybody else. The way I play volleyball, you'd see me right off the back. The long locks flowing. You see the jungle man swinging everywhere. Sand flying. Unbridled aggression. Pure energy. No holding back. Just pure passion. They'll say you're not good enough. You're not big enough. You're not strong enough. But what I've learned is you can never measure heart.
This event has been brought to you by Nautica. Shop Nautica.com today. By K-Swiss, Kswiss.com. By Longo Toyota Lexus Scion. Great selection, great service, great people every day. Why go anywhere else? And by Herbalife, nutrition for the 24-hour athlete. A lifetime of fitness starts at an early age. And with the Nautica Tot Trot, these future stars get a chance to soak up some sun and share some smiles, all in one of the world's most picturesque places. While the Sponsor Village gives athletes and fans a first-hand look at the latest in nutrition and style.
The Nautica Malibu Triathlon is an amazing event. We've been doing it for 17 years. Every year it gets better and better. Nautica is all about the water. That's part of our brand DNA. So natural for us to be out here in Malibu.
We're more than just a clothing brand, or we're more than just a fitness brand. I mean, we're lifestyle brands, and we do a lot more, like, for the community. So when we partner with this event and get to work with the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, it makes perfect sense for us. It's an opportunity for us to give back and really focus on our core competency, which is health and fitness.
Evan Kraus is showing his fitness is on point as he makes the turn for home. While Team for the Kids builds on the lead that Olympic gold medalist Rebecca Soni spotted them in the swim. James Marsden's day is done, just as Alan Tudyk's gets underway.
You can see the locally celebrities back. Jason Kennedy has touched down.
And Heather Tom is way out in front in the women's race. John Cryer hits the ground running.
All 2.5 of them coming out to the right.
While the Daily Show's Larry Wilmore grinds out the rest of his race.
Doing it for the kids. Doing it for the kids. Doing great. No pain, no gain. Doing it for the kids. Let's go.
The kids appreciate it, Larry. As Max Greenfield begins his run, Pro Elite Evan Kraus is just ending his, upgrading his second place from last year to a win, and the gold this time around.
Putting on a show. Nicely done, sir.
It's been around since I was born, actually. I mean, I'm 27, it's 27th year. It's nice to be a part of that history and part of the charitable cause for the race. And it's just fun to be out here with so many people.
And who says triathlons aren't fun? Right, guys?
Raise money for Children's Hospital. Exactly. And trying to beat John Cryer. Exactly.
The client list's Colin Egglesfield continues his climb through the men's ranks, as Laura Wassner crosses the line.
Nicely done, Laurel. Good to see you.
It is great to see you. Great job, Laurel. Max Greenfield makes the turn for home, as Team for the Kids Elton Lewis finishes what Rebecca Soni started over an hour ago in the water.
And from Lincoln Lawyer, Eric Edabari took care of
For me, it was really exciting because I showed up, I swam, and then ran into this guy on my run out of the ocean. So
If we have a great swimmer like her, we'll definitely come back. So it was good. It was good. And it's all for a good cause.
E-host Jason Kennedy makes a pit stop to hydrate. And there is no quit in Jillian Michaels as she lets her tunes carry her to the finish, where John Cryer crosses the line just over 2 hours after he started. Top 10 this year, John. You got another goal for 2014. For the celebrity women, it was Heather Tom in the top spot. As you look to the relays for the men, KTLA 2 won while James Marsden's Grinders took second. For the mixed relay, Rebecca Soni's team got to stand on the top step of the podium. And for the pros, Evan Kraus and Laurel Wassner, your winners. Mark Zambon and his team carry their fighting spirit to the finish, as does former CHLA patient Gerald Simons and 91-year-old kid at heart Bill Bell, who lets us in on a little secret.
If you start, regardless of what time it is, you wish you could have done better. But the secret is all finishers are winners.
That's a great attitude, Bill, and we'll look forward to seeing you finish next year.
We are eternally grateful, and we invite all of you back next year and encourage all of you to bring family and friends out to make this event even bigger next year. Thank you so much.
As is the custom, really finishing in first is Children's Hospital Los Angeles. This year, over $1 million raised. Leading the way on the entertainment side, Disney, followed by Fox and Time Warner. And for the corporate challenge, Children's Hospital Los Angeles, Longo Toyota Scion Lexus, and Amwins Group. Another great day on the beaches of Malibu. Everyone had a good time. Smiles abound. But the planning has already begun to make it bigger, better, and more fun next year. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the beach.